Grant the Guitar Guy here. We are going to be learning an alternative way to make E sound awesome. So if you've learned the E chord, great old E chord, which I love, we're going to make that more interesting straight away. So you sound like a pro awesomely straight away. We don't want you to sound like an average beginner guitar player forever. We want you to sound cool straight away. So here we have an E chord. Everyone's learnt their E chord, I hope. Once you've got that chord on, put your little finger on straight underneath the other two fingers, okay? So when you do that, the tab for that, if I gave you the tab, would be 0, 2, 2, 2, 0, 0, okay? Normal E chord, pop your little finger on. You don't have to take your first finger off, by the way, when you do that. And it's actually an E suspended 2 chord, okay? An E suspended 2 chord, so that doesn't matter about the name too much and what that means. It's not at this stage that important. Pretty much, I call it putting the finger on and off again makes it sound awesome. Okay, so here's an E. Here's the little finger on. So by doing that, we're making the chord more interesting. And when you're strumming a strumming pattern like we did, if you've not already checked it out, go check out the D for the same reason, and the A, the same thing. We've done one note change to make that chord sound way more interesting. Now we've got a lot of notes we could change to make that chord interesting, but just one is enough to start you off on, and then you apply that to all the other things we need with learning each chord. So if you've got 2 ideas for a cool chord, then you can apply 2 ideas. But just start with one and get comfortable with that one first. So E chord, little finger on. So if we had let's do a different strumming pattern now. Let's do the slow rock pattern, which is down, miss, down, down, up, down, miss, down, down, up, which is this pattern here. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go check out my TikTok patterns and go on how to strum with awesome timing or perfect TikTok, and go and check out my video on the slow rock strum. The slow rock strum is this one we're doing right here, and it's actually the hardest one to do, so very awesome one to have up the sleeve. So down, miss, down, down. We're going to go just doing an E chord. So where would you put your little finger on or off? Well, let's try it out. So we've got it. We're going to do it on the second down strum. Okay, so there's down, miss, down, down, up. On the down, down, up, my little finger comes back on, and I'm back off again. So it's. Now, if you can't hear the note change, it's this. I'm sorry. See, just listen to that one note. I'm trying to accent it for you guys, and making a mistake every time. Listen to that note. Okay, there's one place you could put it, or you could do it wherever you wanted to. Like the last da 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 da. It doesn't matter where you put it, guys. You can do it where you want. You can start with it on and take it off. Just experiment the same way we have with the D chord and the A chord, and it's going to make that chord way more interesting. Instead of just strumming an E for a whole bar, we're going to go. In fact, there's a great use for it. You might have 2 bars of that chord. Instead of having boring old 2 bars, make 1 bar just standard, and then in the bar after that, a little bit of a variation. So you got E, little finger on, and that can happen anytime you have an E chord. It should work. Now there are cases where that chord particularly won't work because of the style of the song you're playing or the key that you're in. But that's why you need to do it over and over. Repeat the process so that you're connecting how it sounds in your head with how it feels. And so you'll know eventually, over time, you'll know when it's really appropriate. Otherwise, just try it and make a mistake. Who cares? It's just music. No one's going to fall over dead in the street because you didn't quite do the note right. So let's have a go now at doing that with a hammer-on. So instead of just... Now it's hard to hear because we've got a lot of droning big strings, but is what we're doing. So you can do that within the strumming pattern. Here it goes. I'm accenting with my head. You can hear that change going on. So now let's put it in a chord progression. We're going to go D, we're going to go down, miss, down, down, up, A, and then to an E. We're going to do 2 E twice. I'm doing a slow rock pattern, so it's down, miss, down, down, up, A, then E. Okay, you can try that with me. Here we go. 2, 3. And D to the A to the E for 2 bars. Now this next time round, we're going to do D, A again. Normal E, then E with a little finger. can hear how much better it sounds already. Now we're going to muck around with it. Muck around with the other chords. Now I'm going to get real crazy. Can you hear how that sounds? That's just D, A, E, E. Now written down there looks really boring, but there's no reason why you can't make it sound amazing. Just by doing little fingers on, little fingers off, or whatever the case may be for whatever chord that is, each one of them's different, you can make that song that used to be boring to play way more fun and interesting, okay? So, if you've liked this lesson, if you like the information you're getting, then please subscribe to Mark the Guitar Guy, help support the channel, share it, let everyone know about it, and please like, if you want to put a comment down there, I always read the comments, my little phone goes off constantly with a little, oh hey, I really like that lesson, or man, you look like a douche. I don't mind, I just want to have, it's cool to have a look and sometimes see what people have been saying. And if you like this information, go to jamrama.com. There's lots of free stuff there you can also use and utilize to make your playing better. And I'd love to see you again soon. This is Mark the Guitar Guy signing off. Go get good at E.